there, internet, MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we interrupt the anime deck showcase as we have one Battle Academia skin left to showcase, and that is Ezreal. But I didn't want to do the same thing that I did yesterday with Poppy and showcase a very standard deck again. So I'd rather take a little bit of time and come at you guys with a proper, unique, and fresh Ezreal build with the new skin. So stay tuned for that. In the meanwhile, I'm going to share a deck that I've been very eager to upload onto the channel. And the only reason why I haven't done so up until now is because of the new skins that I wanted to showcase. Because this deck is all sorts of hype, at least for me, because it came out of nowhere and it got into the Europe Masters, and Spain was playing this deck and they did just absurdly well with it. They made it all the way to the finals, and this deck just kept on winning. It is called Daniel, because that's how I was referencing it, because I was not too familiar with DESS and Ada, all right? I didn't quite remember the name, so I thought it was Daniel and Ada. I thought it was a dude and a guy. I just didn't really look at the card too much, to be honest. And when the card was played in the tournament, I was just like, I don't know, it's Daniel, DeMarcus. I started going on a bit of a tangent there, and yeah, there's like a clip of it running around. I'm not sure how to access it, but it got pretty popular apparently. Even was on Reddit and stuff. And I guess now it's just Daniel. It has to be Daniel. So DESS and Ada is a really cool follower that was released with the new expansion. But one of the things, you know, we got a lot of really strong stuff with this expansion, right? We got the Vandal City package, but not only that, we have the Nami champion and all those tools for that crazy snowball deck. Noxus got the discard cards with not only Scion as a champion, but also Lost Soul, which is absolutely amazing. But when it comes to Senna's followers, aka the Sentinels here from Shadow Isles, they didn't really receive that much hype. They didn't really receive that much play, and they kind of got dropped off pretty early on, really. They didn't really get the impact that many of the other cards from the expansion got. And this happens in card games because naturally not every single card is going to be at the very exact same power level in a meta, right? But it was a little bit sad because there's some cool cards here with the Burgundy Sentinel, the Buru Sentinel, and like I said, DESS and Ada. I've been actually looking into the followers and I actually know them now. Like if you look at Buru Sentinel's art, you see them all here. It's Buru, it's, I'm going to assume DESS, Ada, could be the other way around, and the Burgundy Sentinel right here, which was at first called Demacian Sentinel, but that was confusing because she was a Shadow Isles card, so they actually changed her name, which is pretty funny. Nonetheless, like I said, these cards did not see much play until this deck came to the scene. I believe the first version of this deck was a Senna build, but then it eventually evolved into an Elise Vi control variant. Why Elise and Vi? There's not really much synergy with them and the Sentinels at all. Like none, actually. But that's completely fine because this is ultimately an evolution from an infamous deck in Legends of Runeterra that has been around for a long time and fell from grace as the card pool expanded and we have more options for control. But it used to be the premier control deck in the game, and that is Karina Control. It was called Karina Control because it played not only Commander Ladros, but Karina Veraza as well in a huge package of spells. Why in a region combination like this? Because this is the prime region combination for building a control deck that can have access to healing as well. You think about Froyo or Shadow Isles, right? But this is more precise as a control deck because by incorporating Piltover and Zon instead of Shadow Isles, we don't get access to stuff like Avalanche or Blighted Ravine, or maybe some Frostbites here and there, but we do get access to Mystic Shot, Thermogenic Beam. We even have access to Aftershock, which allows us to interact with landmarks, which is very relevant in this metagame. And now with the new tool in Aloof Travelers allowing us to disrupt with other control decks and, you know, discard their win conditions, and with Vi as just a very solid champion to play on turn 5 to start controlling the board a little bit, we have a region combination that, while predominantly Shadow Isles, the Piltover and Zon Splash goes a long way at allowing us to control the pretty much all stages of the game, really, because we also have Ruination as our high-end removal right here. And the objective is quite simple, to deal damage and win with Atrocity potentially. But now, this version of the deck, with the inclusion of the Sentinel package, has improved a lot, and the power level has risen, and it's basically patched up a hole that it had before. a weakness. What was the weakness? Well, lack of proactivity. A lot of times it was revolving around Elise and the Brood Awakening and stuff like that, and Spider Synergy here and there. But that fell from grace when Brood Awakening was reverted back to 6 mana. So now what we have is fearsome units. We have the ability to slay units very easily because of the PNZ package, and thus we can apply pressure and potentially even win with our 1-drops, our 2-drops, and 3-drops with fearsome, as we play a little bit proactively in the first couple of turns, and then we play reactively. We preserve the board, we try to navigate around the opponent's little units by hitting them face and setting them up for an easy atrocity lethal, but we don't even need to win with atrocity a lot of times, as commander leaders can be more than enough to seal the deal. And because as a deck, because we're combining removal and we have access to a lot of drain through cards like Grasp of the Undying, DESS and Ada here are actually very good, because the downside to this follower, and the reason why I didn't see that much play at first, was because it's an 8-drop, and 8-drops are very slow. But in a deck like this, we can certainly make the game go longer than usual, and thus we can get amazing value out of this darkness that will cost 0 mana and will allow us to deal 2 damage to something and then 2 damage again to everything. So 1 unit we get to deal 4 damage to, which is very relevant, allowing us to punish spread out swarm board states that are very relevant nowadays because of Bando City. It's kind of like a bit of a low-key counter to the meta, right? And this deck just puts in the work. We got removal like Despair for the Nami matchup. Like I said, we got the ability to deal with the Bando tree, and we're just well geared for a lot of things that we're running into, and I had a tremendous success with this deck, just playing it off camera and also in today's session. As you guys are going to see, today's games pretty diverse in matchups, and honestly just really showcasing the power level of this card and making these Sentinels shine, which I really love. So that's where I'm going to end it at. I was very hyped about this deck. I'm very happy that I get to share it. Try it out if you are a fan of this playstyle, as it's actually a good deck to climb ranked with as well. It's a very competitive deck, not just unique, but also really strong. And I think some of you, or a lot of you, are going to enjoy it. So I'm going to stop rambling. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. Round 1. Detective Tebow. I think I'm going to keep the PNZ base removals here, as they're better early on. Mrs. Chow is a little bit more reliable than Vile Feast for removal. We got Daniel, boys. I gotta stop doing that. No fearsome though. I also bullied a little bit to try to find some fearsome units, but I didn't. And I also gotta search for my... I have like a brush? Where's my brush? God damn it. I have like this brush that helps me like concentrate. It's very weird what I'm saying, I know, but god damn it, where is this brush? It's Soothes me. Bro. It got stolen. I cry every time. I'll play with this pen then. Because I have a tick, and I have to do something with my left hand while I'm thinking. Probably makes no sense right now, this video. Alright, we got the Burrow Sentinel. We did it, boys. We fucking did it.
The sea is too shallow.
Good thing we have these aftershocks. Otherwise, we would have been really vulnerable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Alright, you must be at your limit. No, you're at 9 as well. Why are you at 9 as well? This makes sense. Oh, because you played this, yeah.
Me? Miss? Not by a long shot.
I think the best option is to just go for the Thermogenic Beam. Because Vile Feast the Mystic Shot, any sort of like Elixir of Iron, or maybe double Elixir of Iron could be a thing. Let's go Thermo. We grow so thick, baby.
Look, a thing.
Elle, that's not ours.
Right, we got rid of a Karina.
Well, what have we here?
I was expecting them to develop another Caitlyn here.
Turning yourself in?
So, I get a better attack off this way.
That is said.
I'll make it burn that mana. That 1 mana. Alright, well at least...
Investigate.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk. Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Thank you, Nagakapura. I will fight for you to the end, Nagakapura.
Scoping the area.
Just kill me.
No. No, I don't want you to die. We've already seen 1 elixir of iron. Throw a champ.
They grow up so fast.
I'm gonna get something else out of him.
Let's roll. No arguments here. That's a first.
We're going with this, Anita, because we're gonna spread out. We're gonna threaten them with a very powerful attack here. We're going in.
Manners?
What a mushroom, though.
Now we wait.
I love that this darkness deals 2 and then deals 2 to everything as well. Like, that's just... That's beautiful. Maybe I could have gone for it earlier, but... That's a good flash bomb right there. We got Atrocity now, but obviously we're playing against Frostbite, so we're not going to be rushing that. But we just drew into another unit here, and we could combine that with something like Grasp of the Undying. Our play is a little bit limited, though, if we resort to you.
Take you. You are a child. What do you know of nightmares?
I know if I'm quick enough in a fight, I'll never have to meet him.
Atta girl. Let's not focus on healing. Let's focus on removing. Alright.
There they go.
I'm gonna clear every single unit. Let's go. Get a burrow! There's a flash freeze there, which means no burrow steals left, because otherwise it would have been played here. Another flash freeze there. Alright, we're getting out of them. We're getting it out of them. Okay, still 3 cards. We're gonna Vile Feast to spread out, and we're gonna try again. Nice. All right, round 2. There it is. Let's get the hit. Gotcha. There we go. Nice.
That stands for victory.
And video. Said it again. Go Tomati. And they are playing Bandle Tree. We got our Aftershocks. Aloof Traveler is also pretty neat. We do want to keep Elise. Honestly, what don't we want to keep in this hand? Nothing. Or everything. Or, yeah, English. Bam, 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 bam. I could Thermo Beam you, but I'd rather just play on Curve.
Demacia sends its regards.
Demacia sends its regards.
I know what lurks in the shadow.
Apply pressure with Fearsomes that they cannot block into. Free Spider Erling. Ooh, nice. Ah, my elbow hurts. All right. I guess we just thermogenic beam this, right? We don't mess around. We could Vile Feast, but
All the regions we are one.
cool story, bro. Now get the fuck out of my face. Now let's keep up the pace. I love it. You know, you give him free value, we'll die to free value as well. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, no, like, I'm at least I'm just saying, oh, like, what the fuck was that? All right, let's go with you.
We made it.
Yay.
Our stuff did it.
All right, there's one Bandle trait. Got an answer for another one here. We apply quite a bit of pressure here. I'm not gonna let you play Poppy. No, no, no.
Wouldn't be a quest without some danger.
Oh, get out of my face. Boom. Come at me, bro. No? Alright. We got all these fearsome units here. I could play Vibe, but I just want to make sure that I keep my answer for, yeah.
Really?
Applying pressure. Dude, these fearsome units are putting in the massive work. Oh my god. Like, they just keep digging in damage, and I don't have to do anything. I can play reactively because of them. Like, they're so good in a controlled deck like this because they allow me to apply pressure and be proactive early on. And I'm just having a field day here, man. Like, this can go face.
Light is a lure in the dark.
You gonna buster shot me?
I should make a speech. Where's my speech?
You trying to kill Buru? Go for it. What's the worst that can happen? can try to get cheeky here. If he doesn't have another spell. Bitch! The group is not so big anymore. Oh! I think I have to report murder. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, they're still at it. Oh, I should have attacked with one of these. Oh, I derped. Ravenous Flock. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I would have forced the trade in there anyways. He would have been able to block anyways. Down to 1, okay. These fearsome units, just absolute MVPs.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
All right. You know what I will do for Nagabapura? Victory is the only option. For Nagabapura! Finish them! Should be it. I can't really think of any counterplay here that would get them 3 health. But hey, he surrendered, so she actually didn't die. I get the quote route, right?
A bite was all it took.
Nice. All right, it's time for Lurk. I think Ruination is still a bit slower. I mean, it's not bad to have, but I'd rather mulligan. Despair is definitely not good here. I'm gonna mulligan away everything except for Elise. Fearsomes aren't actually great here, but stuff like Thermogenic Beam is. Not for that though. Ooh, you are amazing. Maybe a bit slow, but amazing nonetheless. Oh! Lucky.
There's nothing to fear.
So young.
It will all be over soon.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
Look, a thing.
L, that's not ours.
Loop Travelers is extra good here because it takes away whatever they were trying to predict into. So if it was, for example... Wow. Of course.
What's your hurry?
That's what they... No, they drew into that. They had another Rek'Sai. Wow. Okay. It's a lot of damage, which means we're gonna have to Mystic here.
Piltover Enforcer on the scene.
Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Did he? I thought I was convinced he had a way to buff her. He just played her because he had 2 copies of her, but you could have gotten access to her signature spell. I don't like that line of play like one bit.
Tell it to the fists.
Regardless, we're gonna trade into you. We're gonna take 2 more damage because that Rek'Sai's gonna go back. That Rek'Sai's going back home.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
Okay, we got rid of the jawfish. That's huge. Treasure Seeker? What?
Fine.
What the hell?
Here comes Piltover's finest. Stop.
I think DESS and Ada makes the most sense here. I can block this current board and I have access to this. The problem, my plays are pretty slow, but he has to develop units anyways. And I can clear, like this darkness just clears these 2 attackers. And then I combine this with like a 3-power thermogenic beam, which will kill something like Pike. A 3rd Rek'Sai.
Cursed relic.
Play something.
Get him, DESS.
Some really bizarre plays, but
Demacia sends its regards.
Just kill me.
Oh, dancing partner. One.
oh, oh, oh! Don't let that be Pike, please. Don't let that be Pike. That cannot be Pike now, that draw. Hey! Got him, baby! Got him! Oh my god, that was rough. There's so many rack slides, dude. And this is a matchup that we like seeing because we have access to a lot of healing. We're gonna drop you two though. We're gonna keep Thermogenic Beam and the Burgeoning Sentinel. We got Buru as well.
Demacia sends its regards.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Nakagabura. For Nakagabura! Let's beat down these filthy burn players.
Time to bust out some combustion. Righto!
Don't you look a sight? Ah, fearless.
One for you and one for you.
Good one.
Light is a lure in the dark.
We're gonna use our Burgeoning Sentinel to sponge a bit of a hit there. That's dealing 1 damage.
Why you always carry another pair of goggles?
Look, a thing.
Elle, that's not ours.
Alright, we took away a Poppy. I thought he would go face with that, but
Regions, we are one. New venue, new money.
No one's the wiser. I have my orders.
come at me. Come at me.
Move or cease. Sink your fear. Nagakabura sends her blessing.
For you, Nakakapura. For you, Nakakapura. For you, Nakakapura. I will fight to the very end.
Good as big ones.
We got Destinator now.
I got it.
Move or cease. No.
Whoa, whoa. It's gonna
Debit.
And thus, ha ha ha! Shut down, baby. Just beating them down. No atrocity. None needed. We need a Langer's quote. I never thought I would say that.